Good afternoon, mate. Today I'm going to discuss a game I just played against Ricgaldame, which is a strong player, and I was in this game. Is actually pretty fascinating because I was winning after trying to fight in a losing position. So let's just have a look at this game now. It's a French defense, La Boudoir Foliation, and it's really mouthful to me. But let's just have a look. So Rich Galdame starts with E4, and then E6, and then and then have a look at my mommy is going down. Mommy is going down. See, cheese, 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 cheese. See. Come on. Okay. And then F4, which is a very interesting decision by white, because it's like a king gambit sort of thingy, and of course I will utilize this opportunity to do queen to h4 check, and after g3 of course my queen goes back to d8, and it's actually sort of ruining the pawn structure of white, in my opinion. And it's pretty fantastic to do that. I mean, I love to, just put my queen there to h4 check and then come back. And then that pawn cannot be reversed. It's already moved to g3, and it's already ruining the pawn structure. It cannot do some sort of maneuver such as like bird variation or this sort of thing. And the king gambit is actually not working. So pretty happy with that. So knight goes to f3, putting the knight there, and then b6, d4. It's pretty, moving all pawn forward in beginnings, it's occupying the pawn in the center, but I'm trying to do it solidly, like defending solidly using the French sort of style. And bishop goes to b7 there, knight goes to c3, and then c5 was moved here. Actually, it's better according to the engine to pin the knight at c3, but I didn't do it. Bishop goes to e3. I simply take c takes d4, bishop takes d4, and then knight goes to c6, attacking the bishop there. Bishop is kicked back to e3, and bishop b4, and then now I'm pinning knight, but bishop can be moved. Now queen goes to d3 there, trying to sort of castle queen side, I suppose. So I move my bishop to e7 there, just trying to move back and forth, castling queen side, supporting the queen to attack d7. Knight goes to b4, attacking the queen, and at the same time trying to open up probably the c file. And queen goes to e2, rook to c8, a3. Now knight c6 was moved. So I just moved back and forth, and it's actually better to take the knight using the rook, but I am not prepared for that sort of sacrifice for now. h4 was moved, trying to be aggressive. f5 was moved by me. Now bishop to d4 is a blunder, because it doesn't actually utilize the opportunity to sort of post or outpost the knight there, and yeah, if the knight goes to g5 there, then it's actually a pretty good outpost for black. Bishop goes to d4, knight to f6, bishop takes f6, bishop takes f6, and then e5, bishop e7, go back there. So it's like, moving around. Bishop h3 was moved, not really sure, it's just like a move that is not really strong at all. And then castling king side there, Now you're seeing a game that is it's pretty interesting because both king castles at different side, and it's gonna be a lot of strong attacks and gonna be counter attacks. G4 was moved. F takes G4. Bishop takes G4, and I move. Rook takes F4. There is actually a kind of mistake because simply bishop can takes E6 check, and I think I can't really take the bishop here because I'm afraid the queen is gonna be exposed by the rook at D1 if I took the bishop there. So in the game, I move my king to H8, which is a blunder, and then rook takes D7, queen F8. Now rook is actually taking B7, so it's actually a lot of advantage to white at the moment. So rook takes F3 there as part of the revenge. Now bishop takes C8. Now bishop now takes A3, just trying to weaken the king side of my enemy. Now bishop goes to G4, was moved by white to sort of attack the rook, but I have this bishop takes B2 check, and then king has to move, and king actually moved to B1, which is not quite strong in my opinion. I simply move my knight to D4 there, trying to attack the queen at the same time as well as defending the rook at F3. Now bishop takes F3 was a mistake, so simply move my knight there to take F3, which is the queen. The bishop takes F3, and here I don't take the bishop because if I take the bishop using my queen, it's going to be a checkmate by moving the rook to B8. So I move my bishop to C3, and here we have sort of like a little bit slight advantage to me. Bishop goes to D5. It's a mistake because I have queen B4 check, and after bishop goes to B3, I simply can actually take the pawn at E5, but I move H6 there just to be able to escape my king instead in case of rook B8. So rook goes to F1 is a mistake basically because I have queen A3. And still this is still going to be there is a chance of perpetual check that could happen still. So it's still 0 or equal position for black and white. Now rook goes to F8 check is actually a mistake. I can simply take using the queen, but I didn't. I just simply move my king to H7, and then bishop G8 is nothing, and then bishop F7 is nothing as well. As I simply move my queen and my king around, and then bishop B3 check is avoidable. And in this position, actually, white resigned because there is an imminent threat of queen goes to B2 checkmate. So it's a setup. Material-wise, we're pretty equal, but at the end of the day, how do you actually prevent blunder and then be able to create a position where you can sort of escape all the threat and also create opportunity for yourself to be able to win the game? That actually is the basic of decision making, which of course will determine whether you will sort of win or lose the game. So thank you so much for watching, and I enjoy playing with Ricgaldame. It's fantastic to play with you, and I'll see you next time. See ya.